Welcome everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Sandy. I am Jennifer's daughter, Jenny Love Giroux. I'm not her daughter, I'm her mother. It's funny because we're going to do a soulmate reading, and just that I said that, I'm a big believer in soulmates, just like twin flames, travel into different lives together. Not every life, but so interesting. Maybe my daughter and I at one time, the roles were reversed. But anyways, I am her mother in this lifetime. My channel got hijacked. So that's why I'm using Jen invited me to her channel, Archangel Guidance. So I'm hoping a lot of my subscribers find me. Some of you have, you trusted your intuition and knew to check on Jen's channel. I love that. So thank you. And those who are Jen subscribers and don't know who I am, thank you for welcoming me. So anyways, this is going to be, I'm going to do this quite like I do a twin flame reading. And what I mean is we're going to look at both perspectives, like two different, like this soulmate and this soulmate. We're going to have them in two different sides, and we're just going to see where the current energy is for each. How do you know where you're at in this reading? I feel like this is a type of reading where you really just want to trust your intuition. I feel like your intuition or your spirit guides are going to guide you. They're going to let you know. And, I read through my spirit guides, so I feel like my guides speak to your guides, and that's how you end up here in the first place. So that's what I'm going to do today. We're going to use, so far, we may use more than this, but I'm going to use the Light Tarot for one side. I'm going to use the Tarot Dreams for the other side. I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot to do any clarification. But I think I should do a Mother Mary card over the soulmates, for the soulmates. And let's see. So let's go ahead and begin. This is soulmate love. Do I mean romantic love? That was my intention, but it can be really about anything, any soulmate, you know what I mean? Like, listen, soulmates are, we come together for a reason, right? We come into a lifetime to help each other. Now, that doesn't always mean easy lessons. Sometimes I got to give you the hard lesson so that you can see the truth, type of thing. So, all right, well, that didn't take long. So that's confirmation to me that we were meant to pull a card. Look at this. Love. Wow. Okay. All the cards that could have came out. Love. Love is the answer to all of my questions. Love is the answer to all of my questions. And again, I'm feeling like love in all forms. So I'm definitely feeling some romantic love also. Okay. Let's put the light seers aside. And by the way, I'm going to read from the book at the end of the reading. But hello, love. Hello, love. So nice to see you again. Alright, everything's already pre-shuffled, but I like to give it a couple shuffles before we begin. Give it a cut. And I am going to shuffle for the cards. We have the Three of Cups. I'm going to bring the lid down a little bit. Three Cups. We have the Knight of Cups. Interesting. Well, we have the Star. Card of Aquarius. But this is about one's hopes and dreams and wishes. Interesting, because, boys, I feel like someone may be acting upon that. Okay, well, let's keep going. We have the Death card of Scorpio. But this is about endings. You know, this soulmate over here may have just recently ended something. And who knows? I kind of feel like now they're moving according to their soul's desire. You know, this Knight of Cups is looking right at that Three of Cups, so I feel like it's bringing some type of joy and love. And again, the star is feeding this Knight, so your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. Their hopes, their dreams, their wishes. Death card, something probably had to come to an end. You know, to me, the Death card's a clear ending, so that there will be a rebirth. You know, one door closes, another door will open. Sometimes we want it, sometimes we don't. Wow, holy cow, with the Chariot. First of all, card of Cancer. Second of all, we're in the a universal year 7, which is represented by the Chariot in the tarot. So, interesting. And I just realized you have 3 major arcanas out of 5 cards. So, there can be some changes coming up. But I feel like, you know, if there's changes coming up, there's nothing to worry about here. You know, the Chariot to me is unlimited potential. Really is masculine and the feminine, the light and the dark, but it's the balance. Hello, Two of Wands. Listen, some of you, you're about to begin something. I feel like clearly there must be some type of, I wanted to say relationship, but I feel like, am I not jumping forward there? But maybe it does move into a relationship. But listen, something's coming towards you, depending on where you're at in the reading, but I feel like more of you are over here. But nonetheless, something's coming towards you, and I feel like, first of all, because there was an ending to something in this person's life, and I feel like you know, the door was closed, and I feel like the door is closed 100%, so like I don't even have to worry about that. The Knight's looking right at the Three of Cups, and to me that talks all about joy, like the inner child, love, being fed from a very hopeful type energy. And then you have the Two of Wands. It's almost like someone's about to ask you for, you know, to walk down this path with them. This person's following, they're following their heart. And listen, maybe they haven't for a long time. You know, is there a reason why, you know, all of a sudden there's change? Well, something did close, something did end, and you know what? I think we should let it there, because I feel like we'll find out within the clarifiers. Or it's at the bottom of the deck. Let's look. Well, hello, Seven of Swords. So this person was dealing with some type of injustice. You know, this is the Thief in the Night type energy. This is untrustworthy type energy. So they may have been attached to someone who was maybe not loyal. But it's interesting at the same time, like, okay, well, that's not easy energy. But I feel like at the same time, this person feels free. This person feels free. So I'm not carrying this energy of what was done to me, right? I'm not like they're not carrying it. Quite the opposite. It's almost like I feel free. And I feel free to chase, go after what's part of their hopes and their dreams and their wishes. Well, we're doing a soulmate reading, and we're looking at the two soulmates, and then you have the Two of Wands, which is action. Interesting, because it's mirrored by the Death card, which is closings, right? Endings. Chariot in between that. Potential, unlimited potential. Okay. Let's bring in the light seers. And let's do the other soulmate. You know, this gives us a clue where someone was, right? Clearly they were in some type of relationship that, let's just say, ended in a, well, I have a feeling it's not even about the ending, because I have a feeling like the love had been lost anyway. So you may already know this person, and that may have been one of your requirements. Like, listen, you got to be free. You're not free. Like, when you're free, you know, and maybe I'm not even speaking it to them. Maybe it's like, you know, subconsciously, like they're telepathic. And, because, again, I feel the joy of this freedom for them. Look at this. You both start with the Three of Cups. How interesting. And then you both have a night. One night is unexpected love. Right? And what does that mean? It means you can't really expect it. It just happens. You know, but I mean, the sense of joy between the two. And then both having nights. This night is about, and it's interesting because over here we end with the Two of Wands. So, and I feel like someone's saying, will you walk this path with me? And it's the Path of Wands. And this Knight of Wands would be the perfect night to come out, right? First of all, this night's not going to overthink it. You know, I'm going to absorb this energy, and I'm going to feel every moment of it. I'm going to enjoy it. You know, often feel like the Knight of Wands is like a very carefree type energy. And listen, maybe I used to be that way. Well, Justice. So maybe it's you. Maybe it's you who closed the door and someone's hearing of that. And to them, it's like, here we go. And again, you know, if this is talking about, you know, cutting of ties with someone, there doesn't seem to be a lot of angst around it. Like, you know, like I'm not even really sad. And I feel like over here, it's like a real balance. Like here, I feel like, oh, they feel free. And over here, I feel like, oh, I finally feel balanced. Like I'm cutting away the fat. Card of Libra, by the way. You know, justice is about what's all fair and just in the world. And listen, maybe it's just your time. You know, just because we want love doesn't mean it's the right time. But look at the synchronicities. Maybe this person's been waiting for you to get, I want to say a divorce, but it may not be a divorce for everyone. It may be an ending of a relationship. Maybe they've been waiting, and I think it happened. Look at this, the Star. You both have the Star. You have the Star. I'm saying you, but again, you'll know where you're at. Interesting right there. Both have the Star. Three Cups right above this star. This star is mirrored by the Three Cups. Both seem to be moving according to what brings them joy. Interesting. Love is the answer to all my questions. Sometimes we feel like guilty about going after like what's our soul's desire, but do we not, it's in the same breath, have a right, because this is your lifetime, this is your chance, these are your experiences, like you are the script writer. Don't let anybody else take the pen. Anyway, wow. Seven of Swords. Wow. Some of you could have like literally had an Aquarius who was unfaithful to you, and that may have been who you cut ties with. But I find it interesting that they have the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck and Seven of Swords in the middle of this one. Not the middle, but interesting though, because the sun is like shining down on whoever this person is in the Seven of Swords. Again, untrustworthy energy. So I feel like, they're being illuminated, and that may be why there was an actual cut over here. Listen, maybe both of you experienced the same thing. Look at the synchronicities. I feel this person would have been very cold. I'm looking at this crow or raven, and his mouth is like wide open, like all of their mouths are like, ugh. Okay. Then we have the King of Cups. King Cups can be, well, you have Scorpio right here. Can be a Scorpio, then you have a Cancer or a Pisces. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This can be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, though. So this would be Queen. First of all, just look at her. Like her eyes are closed. She's, she feels like she's pretty balanced. This is someone who I feel like feels stable. I feel like they feel stable. And that tells me that the Seven of Swords is probably, again, energy that happened. And listen, maybe they're feeling the same thing. They're feeling free. She's like, going to the beat of her own drum. All right. Put that up there. And let's give it a shuffle. Bringing in the Gilded Tarot. First thing I'm going to do is take 3 cards down the middle and tie the two together, even though the synchronicities are already tying them together. Okay, first thing I want to do, give myself a little room. All right. Well, hello, Ace of Cups. Where you been? I'm here now. Look at this. What is tying these two soulmates together? Love. This is unconditional love. And how interesting, again, that Mother Mary's card was love. Look at that. I almost feel like it doesn't matter what has happened in each of their lives that's not relating to each other. Because, I feel like, wow. I don't know. I just feel like, wow. Wow. Like a card flipped over, it did. 7 of Swords. Interesting. Look at this. 10 of Cups. Hello. I really cannot make this shit up. This is what really draws me to tarot, is the storytelling of it. The Ace of Cups being mirrored by the 10 of Cups. We're looking at what ties these two together. We have the 7 of Wands here. In no way do I feel like defensive energy. I just don't. Like, this is really about standing up for oneself. But I feel like what it may be saying, especially because it's a 7, universal year, that's what we're in. And I do feel, because it's such a spiritual year, that this is a year that soulmates are going to connect. And interestingly, I also said telepathic and subconsciously, because this is a year where, a lot of your, well, always, but where you're really depending on your intuition. How beautiful. All right. I think what I want to do is I want to just jump over to this Knight of Cups and just see what puts this Knight into motion. I mean, I already know, but actually, let's just leave it open. Anything that wants to come out over it. Look at that. We have the King of Pentacles, and then we have the 9 of Pentacles. Interesting. So I'm just kind of leaving it open. King of Pentacles. Interesting, we have the Queen of Pentacles over here. You could certainly talk about two like-minded people, no doubt. No doubt. And I feel like the interest that you have and they have, I feel like you both have the same type of interest as it relates to like your material world, your creative world. And that may be even be how like this comes back together. I'm not sure. This is independence, the 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like someone became independent. We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, wow, look at that. I feel like that is potentially you at a younger age, like almost like this king thinking of you as this page. Here you are as the queen. Again, it doesn't really matter your sign. Not at all does it matter your sign. And by the way, she's giving no like attention to this 7 of Swords over here. Like she's not even paying it any mind. I feel like if nothing else, this talks about two people who potentially have been working on their own pentacles, their own creativity, building up their own foundation. And then we have the Hierophant. Well, that's all about your beliefs. First of all, just a card of Taurus. I have to mention that because we do have the king over there, but it is coming over another king. Again, this is about, what I feel like this is saying is, like, independently, you're just feeling, first of all, it's a 5, so it's change, right? Like, I'm feeling this need for change, maybe. And, maybe some of that change is, like, I don't feel like I've been living my true, authentic path. I feel like there's more out there. And by the way, this is a year where we really are going to be asking that. Like, is there more? Well, it seems that way. I mean, the Ace of Cups mirrored by the Ten of Cups, that's connecting these two together. Page of Pentacles, if nothing else, is a path where I'm really learning and I'm growing. You know, it can be in my Pentacles, can be in my creative house, but it's also like in my wisdom. You know, especially with the Hierophant right there. So I feel like, you know, like if I'm not living my true authentic life, I'm just cutting out the fat. Okay. What I want to do now, I don't know why, but I want to go between this King and the 9. Just, I'm going to shoot for one card under each one. We have the Page of Swords. So I feel like what this is saying is how this is moving towards this person is through the line of communication. There it is. There's that knight. I mean, you know, it's like the synchronicities are crazy. And it's like, how do I get you to see that, know that, with like the few words I'm able to use in a title? Here is the knight. Here it is, coming right over the star. And look at this. We move from the Two of Wands now into the Three of Wands. We have not only accepted this proposal, we are now moving into it. You know, the Three of Wands is very much a match to like the Chariot. This is about, you know, my focus is on all that can be. Like, there's no limit. Like, I'm not putting any limit. And the Knight of Wands is also, again, the perfect knight, right? Because very carefree. You know, I follow my desire, my passion. But I feel like I also have a sense of wisdom about me now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't just willy-nilly. Wow. So, the knight shows up. Right over the star. With the star and the knight over here. You see the synchronicities. And then their last card is the Two of Wands. And now we move into the Three of Wands. You have the Ace of Cups mirrored by the Ten of Cups. Now, do I think that it moves directly into that Ten of Cups? I don't know. Normally, I would say no. Because sometimes I feel like it's about the journey. You know, the Queen and King of Pentacles showing up could talk about that. You know, there's not something that's fast moving. But this, you know, what I love about this energy is it's loyal. It's stable. You don't have to worry about it. You can just be you. Just be you. All right, let's read love. Love, love, love. I watched that movie Alice last night. I don't know. It was pretty good. You know, I feel like they could have played more of the music. What am I looking for? Love. Look at that. Joy is right before it. Wow, both open up with the energy of joy. Another synchronicity. All right. This card reminds you that feeling loved is your true desire, and this very condition is continuously offered to you by God, Jesus, Mother Mary, and the angels. Surround your current situation and relationships with love, which will loosen the bonds of ego attachment. That could be what that Seven of Swords is. When you pray for love to heal your situation, God sends angels to your side. Mother Mary counsels you to use only loving words when you speak, think, or write. Avoid pessimistic discussions with yourself or others, as it's essential for you to surround yourself with the highest energy available. By doing so, you'll witness miraculous healings, experience new opportunities, and attract wonderful relationships. Wow. I mean, it's like we're seeing the law of attraction play out right before us. Beautiful. Thank you. I'm going to leave it there. I don't know what I'm going to title it, but anyway, I thank you. By the way, if there's any way that, like many ask, how can I help you? This is truly a time where I am accepting donations, only if you can afford it, of course. But another way you can help is by sharing the video, just helping to build Jen's channel up. But anyway, back to you. I truly love this reading. Oh, I'm going to go crazy thinking of the title, or it's just going to come to me. Alright guys, I love you. I'll see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.